Again, this is Michael Sauls here, and today we're going to do swords. Now, swords are very near and dear to my heart, and today we're going to be doing quite a few swords that I really like. For one thing, we're going to start by doing a simple sword. This is the simplest sword that you can do, but for all the beginners out there, it's probably the most manageable too. We're also going to be doing lightsabers, cavalry sabers, which have the handguard. They're pretty cool. And we're going to be doing a knight sword. Now, I might be splitting this up if it takes too long, but bear with me. So, first of all, we're going to start out with a balloon. A regular 260 balloon, and then that's all we need. For this first one. Now, I've been told that I need to simplify things to show the beginners a little bit more how to do it, but okay. So to start off with, to blow up a balloon, we simply need a pump, and I use my breath right now, but when you get started, you really need a pump, or you might die. And you simply insert it. And when you pump, try not to block any passageways to the air. Otherwise, it won't work. And then, just pump this all the way up. And with this one, you don't want to leave a lot of room. In fact, this might be even too much room to leave, because we're going to be using the whole thing. I don't really use this sword anymore. This is a normal, regular sword, and anyway, before we twist it, we're going to have to let a little bit of air out so it doesn't explode when we try and twist it. It's just like that. It's called burping. Okay, now I'm going to tie the balloon, and to do that, I'm going to simply stretch it out, twist it around 2 fingers, turn my hand around, and sorry, you can't really see this very well. You slip it in between the middle of the fingers, and voila, we have two of them. And all right, to get started, we make a bubble, which is about 2 hands length. So if you measure just with 2 hands, it's going to be about that length. And then I twist the bubble like that. Then I make a loop like that. And then another loop like that. So I make 2 loops. And I twist it together like that. Now, if we want to do this another way, I'm going to untwist it for a minute. We can just make a loop, twist it, and then oops, fine. I'll make another loop, and twist that inside of it. Now, we don't want these separated, but voila, here is a normal sword. This is a perfectly fine sword. It is a beginner sword. I don't really like to use it just because, well, it's a little floppy, and when kids use it, it kind of gets like that when they use it too hard. By the way, for you people that are going to give it to kids, know that they are going to use it, and it may not be there within the next few minutes if you have a particularly rambunctious child. Alright, moving on. Now, I'm going to do the rest of these with my breath, so... And, okay, so now we're going to do a bit more of a complicated sword. And I like using this one a lot to make my balloons look neater. It's a lot more compact than the other one. Now, with this one, I'm going to leave a lot more room. And this is going to be, about 5 to 6 fingers long. 5 fingers long. That's how much room that you should have with this. Burp it, just like we did before. And now, we start on this part. We always start at where you've tied it. Now, so with this part, I'm going to make the pommel of the sword. And I'm going to make a bubble, another bubble, like that. I'm going to pinch twist the bubble, and I'm going to twist it around like that. And once we have that, I'm going to start, we're going to do the handle, and the handle is just, I would say about one hand. So you could put one hand on there, make a bubble, make a big bubble. Then you do 2, 3 1-inch bubbles, like that. 3 1-inch bubbles. Twist them together at the end, where you started. So it should look like this. Then you twist it again, just the same, with 3 bubbles, and then twist it in, like this. Twist it all into the same place, so that it looks like that, okay? And I'm going to do the same thing and twist it in again so that I have 3. So I have 3 bubbles, and I have 3 sets of these. And I like this sword. It's a lot fancier. You only use 1 balloon, but it's a lot more compact and it stays together. It's not like the other one, but it also takes quite a bit more skill to do. Alright, so now with that one, let's move on to the lightsaber, which I'm sure a lot of you want to learn how to make. So, in keeping with the fact that we just had a Star Wars movie come out, I'm going to do a lightsaber. Unfortunately, I don't have gray like you would have had in the film. So I'm just going to use some light blue and dark blue. Yeah, I wish I had some gray. Normally I would use gray, but I don't have any right now. So, first of all, we're going to start with a handle, because we can't have one side, we can't have them just one color. It has to be 2. So this is the handle. I'm just going to use my breath. Now with this one, you can leave a lot of room, but at least have about this much. I mean, you can use about 2 hands of room on there, so plenty of room. You're probably not going to even use it all. You might, but okay. So usually where I start, you can do a bunch of different designs of lightsabers, by the way. Oh, and by the way, lightsabers in Jedi lore, I'm a geek because I know these things because I'm a geek, is that all lightsabers were custom built by the Jedi that they had. Each one was unique. It was part of their Knight's Quest. Alright, so just like with the other one, I'm starting out with the handle. And you see here I made a bubble, pinch twist, and then I did a big pinch twist bubble. So you may not have seen all that. So let me untwist it and show you again. Fortunately, I have the habit of not doing everything in order. So, alright, so I make a small bubble like that, and I make another bubble like that. These are about, 1/2-inch bubbles like that. And then I twist, then I do a pinch twist on this one, and I use the nozzle, and I wrap that around here, and I twist it like this, so that I have a nice pommel shape. Now, you can make, like I said before, you can make these differently, but this is how I'm going to do it. So, now, with these, you want to make like about 1.5 hands. That's about the size of a Jedi lightsaber. Okay? So it's about a hand and a half or so, depending on the lightsaber. Like I said, all lightsabers were custom made by the Jedi. So you got really small ones like Yoda's, you got really big ones for larger Jedi. It kind of depends. You even had waterproof lightsabers. Anyway, so here we go. I'm making a bubble and another bubble. And I'm going to twist those in. Then I'm going to make a bubble and a bubble. And I'm going to twist those again into the same area. Then I'm going to make a bubble and a bubble and twist those in to the same area. And so it should look about like this. So I'm just twisting 2 bubbles in, one at a time. Okay? So I'm going to do a bubble and another bubble, and I'm going to twist that in again. And I'm going to make a bubble and another bubble. Now I'm putting five sets of these bubbles here, and sometimes I have a problem popping them, especially when I'm around other people. But if you have trouble with doing 5, 4 is just fine. That'll hold this lightsaber. But I like it when I have 5. So okay, now once I have that, I usually have a little bit left, and to get rid of it, I simply pull it apart, nip it with my teeth, and it comes off. Pretty cool, huh? Get rid of that. Alright, now we have a pommel, and that is the hardest part. So, alright, now we just need the blade for our lightsaber. And to do that, let's use a green one to set it apart from the blue. I'm going to blow this as high up as I can because I don't want to have a lot of room in this, so I'm going to blow it up almost as much as I can without popping it. Now, once I have it like this, again, I burp it so it doesn't go down. Okay? Now, once I have that, I want this pretty tight. I don't want this flopping all over because we want a pretty firm blade. So I'm going to start here about, sorry, it's a little hard to see with the camera, but about, halfway through or so, and twist it. Okay? And now, I'm going to try and twist it on this blade. So I'm just going to basically fold it in, this blade, if you can see that. Okay? Sorry. Alright, and now we have our blade, but we also have this left, so we're just going to do exactly what we did before. Stretch it like that. Nip it. I just use my teeth. Some people are able to do that with just their hands. I'm not one of them. But get rid of it. Alright, now we have a lightsaber. Now, I'm going to upload this video, and we're going to continue with our swords tutorial. But right now we have a lightsaber, really cool. For those Star Wars enthusiasts, lots of kids like these. And we're going to continue with the saber and knight sword, and maybe we'll even throw in a katana or a great sword. Those are really cool. All right, thanks. Oh.